everyone, welcome back to the Purposeful Pantry. We discuss food storage techniques to make living day by day a little easier for your family. Today I'm going to show you a quick technique that I use to store my marshmallows, both dehydrated and fresh marshmallows. Right here I have got a full package of dehydrated, you can hear them, dehydrated marshmallows that I did with my dehydrator. I'll post a link down below how to do that. It's really easy. All you have to do is lay out fresh marshmallows on a dehydrator tray, set it for 120 degrees Fahrenheit, and dry it for about 6 to 12 hours for really tiny marshmallows. Like I would cut these in half and it would take about that long. I did this about 5 bags. This is 5 bags. No, it's probably 3 bags worth of mini marshmallows just within this canister, and all 5 bags that I had, which is the last one, which I'm going to show you what I'm doing with. It took about 30 hours to do all 5 bags, but I didn't cut them in half. I did them at full size and just let it go. So what I'm going to show you today is how to store fresh marshmallows. Now you would need a vacuum sealer like this, and one that has an attachment that you can actually pull out a hose like this. And there are special lids that you can use with your canning jars that you can get from Amazon or other places where you buy Food Saver products. I'm not sure if Rival Seal-A-Meal has their own version of this, but as long as they have this tube that comes out from their vacuum sealer, you can use any vacuum sealer to make this work. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a Food Saver, but you do need these lids. And you also need a canning lid like this. It's new. So what I'm going to show you is how we do this. I will pour very badly because I'm one-handed today. The camera stand wouldn't work and still allow me some workspace. So I'm going to pour these in. Sorry, this is kind of a little harder with only one hand. I'll do it with my hand. We're going to fill this jar up quite a bit. I should have just put these in a bowl, shouldn't I? It would have made it a lot easier and less noisy. And through the magic of television, I have filled my jar up as much as I'm going to right now. Then I'm going to take a rag and dip it in a tiny bit of vinegar. Make sure it's just damp. And I'm going to run it across the lid top to make sure that any of the residue from the marshmallows is not on the top, because we don't want any of that stickiness, or your can may not stay sealed. So we want it to be sealed all the time. So I'll place the lid on top. That lid's been clean. The surface is clean. This is not like with a canner that we want to make sure that it came directly on. I'm just storing this. Actually, for today, I'm only doing this for a demonstration because we're actually going to use these marshmallows in a little while. But you would want to make sure that this was sterilized. But there you go. And then we're going to place this lid, looks just like that, right on top, and press down really firmly. Then we're going to take the hose from the Food Saver and attach it just like so. Then on my machine, turn the on button, turn it to accessory, right there. And now, it's done. Pop off the hose, and you could hear that pop of the air. Then we're going to take off the lid, which is a little harder to do with one hand, sorry. And there you have canned marshmallows. Seriously, this is actually vacuum sealed, so there is no air inside this jar. And what it does to the marshmallows is that these are little pillows of protein, and as the vacuum is removed, it expands that space and allows them to expand out. And if we were to pop the jar like this, here's what it would look like. Each of these marshmallows are still fresh, they still are squishy, they still taste exactly the same, but you can see they've wrinkled just a little bit because that marshmallow's cellular structure has been compromised, so that you get some cells that have burst, and so you've gotten like the wrinkled skin on there. But they are no different. They taste exactly the same. They are still fresh and pliable. You can still use them in almost every recipe you want. Thanks for sticking around. I realized just a minute ago that I didn't show you what this looks like when you take the cap off and what's going to happen to the marshmallows, so keep your eye out here. Ready? Did you see them? Now they're much smaller, and you can see how the membranes on all of these marshmallows is wrinkled, just like the ones I showed you earlier. There you go. Now you can store these for about a year in your pantry, just like you can the dehydrated versions. Just keep them in your pantry with the lid on, and check it periodically to make sure that the seal hasn't broken, because you'll see this. Thanks again for watching. Please subscribe down below if you'd like to see more food pantry videos from me, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks.